learn to cut your hair. You don't want to go to a salon and they cut all your inches off. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another hair video for you, and I'm going to be sharing you some tips for growing your natural hair and basically explaining everything that I've done to grow my hair this length. And I think it's been about maybe like 4 years since I've been natural. So yeah, if you guys want to know why I even went natural, I'll just make a whole nother video, but let's just get started into it. So my number one tip would be to develop a regimen and definitely know your hair type. So when I mean develop a regimen, find out what your hair likes. And this whole process, you're gonna be, maybe trying some new products. So I would just definitely, develop different types of regimen. Try incorporating washing your hair once a week versus maybe washing your hair, then co-washing it, and deep conditioning it. And you can really get a feel for your hair and see, okay, does my hair like a lot of water? Does my hair like a lot of moisture? So I would just say definitely just find out and get to just know your locks. Find out if your hair likes thick products. Does it like thin products? Does my hair like heavy oils? Does it like more thin oils like olive oil and avocado oil? And this is just a great phase when you're first becoming natural. Just, you're just beginning to just really get to know what your hair looks like, how your hair reacts to different products. So yeah, I would say definitely get to know your hair and find out the porosity level of your hair. This is very important, and it really lets you know how to maintain your hair. So there's two porosity levels. It's low porosity and high porosity. If you guys don't know what those are, I would definitely suggest Google searching it, or YouTube has a plethora of information on high and low porosity, and there's a bunch of tests you can do for your hair just to see what kind of porosity your hair is, and that makes it a lot easier just to figure out what kind of method you need to incorporate in your regimen. And I have everything on my Mac just to make sure I stay on track with things that I would say that help grow my hair. So yeah, if you see me looking towards the screen, it's because I just want to make sure I don't forget anything. So tip number 2, and there's no order of importance, I just think all of these tips are really effective. I would say tip number 2 would be to wear low manipulation protective styles. Now, this could be anything to putting your hair in a bun. Now, when I rock a bun, I kind of usually do like this side part thing, or sometimes I would just, put my hair in a top bun, something like this, guys. Okay, so basically, having your hair in a low manipulation hairstyle keeps your ends tucked away. It just makes sure that you're not really messing with your hair. Your ends are the parts that are the most dry, and it's been on your hair the longest. So you definitely want to make sure you baby those ends when you keep them tucked away. Anything that pretty much keeps your hair tucked away would be a low manipulation hairstyle. So you can get braids, you could do a sew-in, you could just even, keep your hair tucked in a bun for a week. I like to wear wigs, and I kind of just keep my hair braided up. I put a cap on, and I just wear a wig, and I keep the wig for a couple days. But when you are wearing a low manipulation hairstyle, the only way it's going to effectively work is if you actually apply moisture and oils to your hair while it's in those braids or any type of hairstyle. You never want to leave your hair in a low manipulation hairstyle and just leave it there for like a week or two and not do anything with it. It's just, nothing's gonna happen to you. Just make sure you keep your locks moisturized, guys. Now, tip number 3 would be to moisturize, moisturize, and moisturize. So throughout the week, for me personally, I like to moisturize my hair every 2 days. I used to do the LOC method, which is basically applying a moisturizer, an oil, and a cream to my hair. But now I just adapted the liquid cream oil, and I find my hair stays a lot moisturized a lot longer. So yes, I try to moisturize my hair about every 2 days, and how I do that, I apply a little bit of a leave-in conditioner, I apply a little bit of my favorite moisturizers, and then I seal that all with an oil. And I did the same method when I was a relaxed. So I definitely think just having natural hair, it is naturally dry. So making sure you're adding that moisture back is super essential to growing your natural hair fast and to keeping your length, guys. Now, the next thing I would say is to, of course, I just mentioned it, use oils to seal in your moisture. If you're just gonna be applying moisturizing creams to your hair and you're not sealing that in with a moisture, it's like going nowhere. So definitely get some oils, go to your grocery store, pick up some olive oil, coconut oil. So a lot of naturals, well, some naturals don't like coconut oil, and that's a whole other story. But test out what oils your hair likes. So definitely gotta moisturize, girls, and you gotta apply oil to seal in that moisture. Now, the next tip I would say is to understand ingredients in your hair products and figure out what ingredients your hair likes. Now for me, I realized that my hair does not like coconut oil on its own. It has to be mixed in with other things. And it's really weird because when I was relaxed, my hair soaked up coconut oil, but for some reason now, it ain't it right now. I have to mix it with other things. And I also found out that my hair doesn't like lightweight ingredients. It likes heavy, thick products that are heavy and thick. My hair just like soaks it up, and you know, my hair tends to get really dry. So I really need to have ingredients that are super moisturizing and thick. And I know some people say that adding, you know, silicones can be a bad thing. Personally, for me and my hair, I like using ingredients that have silicones in it, and it doesn't affect my hair in a negative way. So yes, definitely understand the ingredients and find out what works for your hair. Certain ingredient that may work for my hair may not always work for your hair. So definitely whenever you buy a product, find out what ingredients are in the back, and if it works really well for your hair, try to buy other products that, you know, have that similar formula. So now you know when you buy a new product and you test it out, you're not like, oh crap, I hope this works for my hair. I hope I didn't spend too much money. And then you're kind of gonna know because it's gonna have ingredients that your hair has already liked. And my hair just loves anything with avocado, shea, glycerin. Those are some things that my hair just loves. So yeah, I found that out through just, you know, understanding ingredients and what is going into my hair. The next thing I would say is to deep condition your hair weekly. Now, when I was growing up, I never deep conditioned my hair. My mom would just oil my scalp with Vaseline or grease or whatever she had. Okay, excuse my language. But she would, you know, oil my scalp with whatever she had. Usually it would be Vaseline, and she just sprayed up my hair. She didn't really apply like oil. No, well, yeah, I don't remember her ever applying oil. She did apply like moisturizer, but that was it. And it's just so funny how like as we age and, you know, as people get more knowledge on how to protect our hair, like we finally realize like these are the things that we should have never been doing, but you know, our parents didn't know any better. But fast forward to now. Back then, my mom never deep conditioned my hair. All I did was condition and shampoo. And now I definitely deep condition weekly. It is a must, guys. If you haven't deep conditioned, get yourself, go to Walgreens, go to Walmart, wherever you go, Sally's, Ulta, and get yourself a good deep conditioner. My hair loves a certain deep conditioner. It's amazing. I got it from Sally's. It's the Argan Oil. Proclaim Argan Oil Deep Conditioning Treatment Mask. That thing is amazing. And how it really works with my hair, I have to apply heat to any of my deep conditioners for it to really penetrate my hair. So I would apply the deep conditioner to my hair. I'd put a trash bag over it, and then a heating cap. I leave it in my hair for about 30 minutes to an hour. Sometimes I do leave it overnight, but I wouldn't suggest doing that if you're like new to deep conditioning, just because you don't know how your hair is gonna react, and you may get moisture overload. So yes, definitely apply some deep conditioner to your hair for 30 minutes, apply that heating cap, and your hair will just love it. And always, my hair always comes out super moisturized and shiny after I do a deep conditioning. So my next tip would be to definitely deep condition, guys. That'll make sure you maintain your length. Now, the last tip I have is to wear your hair in stretch styles. Now, if you see my last video where I washed my hair, or we're actually trying to straighten my hair with the Revlon blow dryer, my hair like shrinks up so much. Yeah, this is why I don't do wash and goes, okay? Wash and goes is a whole nother ball game. I don't mess with them. It doesn't work for me. Me and my hair, me and this, no, we don't do wash and goes. For other people, if that's you, like that's amazing, but I just know my hair and it just doesn't work for me. Like, for me, I just don't care to do it. For me, in order to grow my hair out and just make it more manageable, I have to wear my hair in stretch styles. So what that means is whenever I wash my hair and condition it, I always try to braid it up, and then the next day I take down my braids, and that helps my hair remain stretched. If I just wash my hair and condition it and just let it air dry, it would shrink up, and it's just a lot harder to manage. And whenever my hair stays in its coily state, easier for it to get tangled and get matted. No matter how many times I brush this stuff out, there's always gonna be a tangle there. So I just really like to wear it in stretch styles, and I find it just a lot easier for me to manage my hair. Right now, my hair is in a blowout. And oh yeah, that brings the next tip is to try to apply heat maybe once a month, even less than that, to your hair. You know, as we already know, applying heat to your hair can damage your hair. So I would definitely say to use less heat. When you use less heat, your hair is able to grow longer. And I hope I'm not missing anything with these tips. I'll probably think about it really quick before I end this video. All right, guys, the next tip I would say is to trim your hair. Now, I trimmed my hair about a week ago, because when I straightened it, like my ends just looked really raggedy, and they were just like, they needed to be cut off. Okay, let's just be honest. So, you know, look at your hair, and if you see your ends are just no matter how many products you put in your hair, it still looks dry, it still looks dingy. I mean, learn to cut your hair. You don't want to go to a salon and they cut all your inches off. So learn to cut your own hair, watch a couple YouTube videos, but just make sure that, you know, every once in a while you are trimming your ends, guys. And that is another good tip. I try to trim my ends, you know, whenever it's needed. I don't really want to give like a time frame because everybody's different, but for me, I do it whenever my hair is just looking a hot mess. Whenever my ends are looking a hot mess, at least. Let's just wrap this up. So tips to grow your natural hair. One would be develop a consistent regimen. The second would be know your hair porosity level. Is it high porosity? Is it low porosity? The next thing would be to moisturize your hair, and to make sure to seal that with an oil. The next thing is to deep condition, guys. I personally like to deep condition my hair once a week. I need to bring that moisture back in because my hair is hella dry. I definitely say to make sure that like at least once a day or once every couple days, you're spritzing your hair with water. Water is a natural moisturizer, and we want to make sure, you know, because our hair is naturally dry, at least my hair is. Most naturals who are at least 4C, 4Z, 4B, you know, when you have really tight coily hair, it's just a lot harder for your hair to stay moisturized. So I would just say, you know, just get a spray bottle. You don't have to drench your hair, but you know, lightly spray your hair sometimes. Just bring that moisture back in, and it's natural and it's free. Well, water isn't. Well, these days water ain't free, but you know, it's pretty affordable. So I would definitely say to moisturize your hair, deep condition it, make sure that you are trimming your ends as necessary, and get to know the ingredients for your hair. Find out what your hair likes, what your hair doesn't like. And I promise you guys, like these tips, you will grow your hair. And just, you know, I think the most important tip is to just make sure sometimes you are leaving your hair alone. Don't try to mess with it, and just pamper this baby, and your hair will grow. So those are my tips for growing long natural hair. These are things that I've worked for me. And yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and leave me a tip below on maybe what has worked to grow your hair, or how you learn to develop your regimen. So give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. If you want to see more natural hair videos, then leave a comment down below. I'm really excited to be doing a melanin hair care review. I should be getting mine in the mail on Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday. So I'm like really excited. Yeah, I love Whitney. Her videos are amazing. So yes, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Alright guys, so I want to show you a close up of what my eyes are looking like. And so I've just been applying to Pool Party onto the inner